7:46. I am football crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, seriously, I don't even have a mind for baseball anymore. I'm only focusing on football.
That's because the Giants are basically out of it, and the A's have been out of it for 5 months.
And Janikowski with this kicking. I'm looking at this, and the only way for me to relate is I hit my 9-iron this far. 63 yards?
Yeah, okay. I
Which
did
is
not
pathetic,
know that you were taking up golf again.
It's pathetic, but still, that's amazing. What he did?
You remember what they tell you, too, about the air in Denver? You know, it is a mile high.
Yeah.
And that can add on a little bit, but there it goes, 63 yards. That ties, I believe, Tom Dempsey for the all-time record. And that, when you look at the final score, those 3 points won the game.
And here's the deal is, what I found funny is they're talking about Janikowski, they're talking about Darren McFadden, but I didn't hear anything about the quarterback. And when I look at the other game, it's all Tom Brady, Tom Brady, Tom Brady. So we're doing this without, big showing from the quarterback.
Yeah, if you want to compare it, it's almost what Alex Smith did on Sunday for the 49ers. The stats, are just very mediocre, but the team won the game, and so that's cool. But Brady was sensational.
Oh, gosh. Let's go over to that game highlights. I mean, Brady was incredible. 517 yards?
Yeah, and I think that's the 5th all-time. And that's going to start already. I got a laugh on my voicemail because I'm a big Brady fan, and like everybody else around here, I'm a big Montana fan. But I think if Brady wins one more Super Bowl, they'll put him right there with Montana. Maybe even a little bit higher.
Why was he so sort of blasé, though, about it? I mean, when he did the interviews afterwards, and he's like nonplussed by himself.
Well, first off, it's the first game of the season, so you don't want to get too carried away. And let's face it, a guy like that, that wasn't a fluke. He's had many great games. He's won 3 Super Bowls, and it's also pretty smart business. If you're a real team man, like he says he is, the team comes first.
Right.
You don't overdo, look what I did, look what I did.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Plus, he's going home to Giselle. What the heck? He's got other things on his mind.
So actually, okay, all right. Since you mentioned the thing about Giselle, there's this study that says...
You got a new wardrobe?
No.
That
you like
KRON wardrobe license. Man, they're taking care of you.
Here, this whole thing?
Oh, my God. You are just on fire. Well, forget it. You're a journalist. I look at you merely as someone who takes the news apart and makes my life safer.
All right, so listen, you talk about Brady, the He-Man, he goes home to Giselle, probably, changes some diapers. It's like they did this study, they just found out that guys, immediately upon having kids, the more you're involved with the kids and the child rearing, your testosterone takes a dive.
Well, all I can tell you is my first child, I was up changing him. The second, I'll go do it. The third, you get up and do it. You know what I mean?
Well, but you know what? It's a good thing. They say because, you're supposed to get, more caring, and you've got to do this. And I think that maybe men these days are like, I don't want to lose my testosterone. So
you know what testosterone is for?
What?
A single guy walking around dyeing his hair, hoping to God somebody looks at him and he looks at them. When you have children, whether you want to admit it or not, that's your first concern, not how's my testosterone.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying it's the sexiest thing in the world, but anybody who's had kids, if you're worried more when you wake up, how's my testosterone? And babies are crying. Who's got time to think about that?
All right, but here's another thing with the guys and the importance of testosterone. Apparently, it's very important that men be tall. And I can get that. But in morning news, Gare, there is an anchor, a morning network anchor, George Stephanopoulos.
Yes.
They're looking, I guess, at firing him because he's too short.
Now, did you really hear that?
This is what TMZ is reporting, and if you look at the height, Robin Roberts, his co-anchor, is 5'10" without heels.
Right.
And Stephanopoulos is 5'6", and when you look at them together, and you look at other people
I'm not being funny.
He's 5'6".
Look behind the set. Put it on a pillow.
That's what I say. Stand on a box like I do. This box gives me I got 6 inches on the heels. I got another 4 inches on this box. What's wrong
that
with that?
young lady in the middle, she's pretty good. She's gonna when she grows up, she's got the right attitude.
Here's the thing. So yeah, Justine,
no, she's got a good personality. Like she goes, look at me, I'm on TV.
I say if I'm 5'10", 5'11", I'm wearing heels, but she was on flats. And here's George Stephanopoulos. Georgie just told me how tall he is. Georgie is 5'8".
Yeah.
And I did but I'm serious. We can all stand on boxes.
Is that a regular shot though, you and Justine?
Oh yeah.
Or she could dunk on you.
No, but in this world, this fake world in the box, Gare, I sit on that chair higher. You know, Dan is 6'1". Why can't Stephanopoulos? They don't like it. They say he's a man. He's too short.
Well, I'll just tell you then keep him from standing up. I mean,
right.
Keep him behind the set, whatever. I tell you what, I'm sure I've told you this before, but that's my one pet peeve. Whatever it is I'm about 6'2½".
Right.
And I don't crank my chair up to sit, but Wendy Takuda was about 4'11", but she would crank her chair up.
I know.
So I've told you this. And so, honest to gosh, every 2 months I might mention, 100 years ago when I was playing basketball. And sure enough, I get an email. It's like clockwork. How could you play, you little you-know-what?
Oh.
Wendy Takuda's taller than you, and she's 4'11".
That's the thing. Anyway, I guess they said, well, we have to have long shots, and George is with the group, and Robin Roberts is so tall.
That's not a joke, then.
No, it's really true. And I guess they'll put him back behind the desk and have him anchor something else. But I guess that makes me glad to be a girl versus a guy. I know that there's a lot of pressure on men to be tall.
No, but that's one of those deals where they say when they're doing like the cooking segments or when he's off from the desk, they say he's just too short to look effective.
Yes, and that it maybe America doesn't relate to a short man. I started looking up. Elton John's 5'4". Gandhi was 5'3".
Elton John's 5'4".
5'4". There's a lot of. I mean, forget Tom Cruise. He's 5'8". He's a giant. Yeah. Danny DeVito is 5, of course. Prince 5'3". So
you remember the Nicole Kidman line on Cruise?
What?
That said, when they got divorced, she goes, well, what's the one thing about this divorce that's going to stand out, or, that whatever, is there any joy, I shouldn't say joy, is there any positives in this divorce? She said, yes, I can now wear heels again.
I see. Yeah. And you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna be real.
Well, you don't have to. You make up for it. No, that wardrobe that KRON is putting forward to. All right. So now now you look like Stephanopoulos.
But see, you don't like it. You don't like it.
Justine in there. Hey, by the way, last time I'll ask you, is he going to be fired or, oh, gosh.
The word is that they're going to have the other guy. Now I feel like a midget.
That's all right.
They're going to have the other guy who's 6'3", take over.
Yeah.
And,
But they're going to fire Stephanopoulos because he's too short.
Yes, that's the word.
I've heard a lot of crazy things in TV, but did anybody think maybe just not doing well?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think the ratings are good.
Hey, by the way, whoever the wardrobe mistress is at KRON, send her my way, really.
All right, we'll see you again.
I'll see you.
7:54.